Schmidt, and I will be giving you a presentation about DuckDuck Financial Security Evaluation. Today we will go over the situation, then discuss the identified security gaps, then go and evaluate those gaps, and finally, how to secure them. Today we've currently faced with a data breach from a phishing incident. This is what happened was a user clicked on a unexpected email, on a link on an unexpected email that redirected to a page that they weren't anticipating. Logged in with their credentials to the org, didn't realize that they were on the wrong page, so that then they notified security. That's how we were made aware of this data breach. Certainly is a challenge when it comes to cyber threats, as we need to identify security gaps from this breach. Currently, our security program is in its infancy stage, as it's in its early stages. Identified security gaps. Data loss prevention policies are missing from email exchange. These are there are none currently blocking any data from being sent out. So any sensitive or confidential data can leave the organization. 2. Current web filtering is not being utilized. Users can go to any website or domain without no restrictions. 3. There are no security awareness programs currently implemented. So users do not know how to protect themselves by not knowing what security really is, because they don't have the training and the tools. When evaluating, I think we need to focus on these key areas such as passwords, data loss prevention, web filtering, and cybersecurity training. Passwords, we have to make sure that they're just as simple as updating the requirements to meet something like NIST standards, as well as forcing a org-wide password reset. Data loss prevention, we can look into preventing data from being sent out through email or suspicious website emails being sent to our organization. Web filtering. Web filtering can prevent if a user finds nefarious website on accident. This prevents the user from going into it if we know that if that threat is in that area. And finally, cybersecurity awareness training. These are just as simple as educating our users on how to prevent and stop cyber threats. These solutions don't exist today, so we will have to set them up from scratch. To be compliant across numerous certifications, we also need to implement the solutions such as SOC 2 or PCI. The first one we're going to discuss is data loss prevention policies. There's 5 key areas that we can look at of how they help protect our organization. 1, it prevents data breaches from happening. For instance, if we know a threat actor exists from these domains or URLs, we can prevent users from getting emails from them. As well as if a email gets sent to us, we can stop any emails that have links in them, or put them in a quarantine and have the link be checked out. 2, protects against sensitive and confidential data. If we implement DLP policies on emails, we can prevent data from being submitted or sent out of the organization to unwanted receivers. 3. We maintain regular compliance to SOC 2 and PCI by implementing DLP policies. 4. We reduce the threat of insider threats by eliminating the capability for the users to email data that might be sensitive or confidential. And 5, protects the reputation of the business and the business value. This is crucial, as if we prevent a data breach, then in doing so, we have a better reputation and a better business value. Next, we're going to discuss web filtering. Web filtering is crucial when you're working on preventing phishing attempts. If you know a domain or a region that you can block, web filtering can help with that. You can use web filtering. If you don't do business in Russia, you can block all of Russia's web filtering. So if somebody clicks on a link that might be a nefarious website, that it would prevent them from going to those websites to download malware or from a phishing exercise. 2, it prevents data loss. You can prevent users from uploading data in their web browsers. This is crucial if you have an insider threat. 3, enforces compliance and acceptable user policy from the organizations. You can implement rules that restrict specific websites deemed unnecessary for work by the organization. This creates and enforces a compliance and acceptable user policy. And finally, reduces the risk, once again, of the insider threat from using websites that may be nefarious or uploading their data outside of the org. Finally, the most important one, cybersecurity awareness training. This helps prevent users from the beginning by educating them on how to protect themselves against phishing attempts. There's 5 key areas I think we can look at of how security awareness training can help mature our security program. First off, number 1 and the most important is it reduces human error. Human error is the number 1 cause of breaches today. And if we can strengthen our humans that work with us, then we can reduce that error ratio by educating them to know how to look out for phishing attempts. 2, strengthen the organization's security posture. If we can tell how our security awareness can look like, we can show them how to protect against phishing attempts. If we can show them how to look for it, then they know what to look for. This just strengthens our security posture overall, as if we make everybody security warriors, then everybody can strengthen the security posture of the organization. 3, helps employees recognize cyber threats. You can run phishing campaigns that can make your users aware of how to look for and expect what happens when you get a phish. This is great if you have users that do click on those links. You can assign them training, as well as you can take data samples of how users interact, and you can readjust your training based on behaviors of your organization. 4, ensure compliance is met with laws, policies, and regulations. This is once again a requirement for SOC 2 and PCI compliance, you need to have yearly security awareness training. These are crucial to doing business. So I think that we need to strongly look at how this benefits us. But overall, the main thing is that this builds a security first culture. And that's the most important thing is the training will give the organization and its users the training that they need to make them strong against phishing attempts. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.